Hey there, gang. Time for another grading video. This time out, we are looking at some early Bronze Age Conan, the Barbarian, with some fantastic Barry Windsor-Smith art. So we've got several issues here, all under issue 10 to look at. So if you like Conan, if you like grading comic books, whether you want to learn how to do it a little better yourself, or just are interested in seeing how I do it, or you just got a few minutes to kill. Anyway, if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghalla. My name is Duke, and this is a comic book grading video. And please do like, share, subscribe, comment away, do all of the groovy things. You know how this works. Feed the algorithm, and let us now.
Yikes! And away!
So, take a look here, see what we've got. Conan number 4. That's a pretty good looking book here, I think. Now, the cover gloss is not so great as the glare might make it appear. But I'm hoping we're not going to have too much glare. But you can see here that it's not too bad. I mean, there's a few stresses right in here around and just below this top staple, and some here at the top corner as well. Oh, actually, it does looks like the cover is detached from the bottom staple. That's likely going to drop us down to a 4-5 anyway. A little bit of kind of browning. You can see here, or I hope you can see, that the colors aren't really as bright as we might hope they could be. And we get a little blunting on this corner and that corner. Let us flip over to look at the back. We do have here some tanning all along the spine and the top and bottom edge. The inside pages are not that bad. Let's look at the inside covers. Oops, that is the inside cover. So it's tan enough I thought it was an actual page. But the pages themselves are pretty decent. Here's what Barry Windsor-Smith Conan looks like. We want to find that center fold so that we can assess that the staples are nice and tight, and they are. Everything's cool. There's nothing missing. We've got some tanning again, the top and the bottom, and it looks like we've got the cover +1. It's a little hard. I have to open it up enough to see, but I don't want to open it up so much that I create additional creases. There's 2. This is 3. 3. So the cover plus 3 wraps are detached. Now, even though that seems like a lot, the cover plus 3 wraps, I mean, you can see here, you almost have to look twice to notice that that cover is not attached. You notice that, oh wait, I see a staple here, I don't actually see the staple, but then, it's not completely blown, it's not really showing. The book itself is still nice and tight. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a 4-5. And again, I write this down for the person who does the listing, although it will probably be me because the fellow who usually does it is out having a baby. Not he himself, he's not having the baby, but his wife is, and I don't know, I guess the way we do it today, Daddy gets to take 2 weeks off as well. But, that's actually Sean. You've seen Small Sean on the Sell My Comic Books YouTube page. So if you were to go to .com Comics, the seller name on eBay, and look for some of Sean's books. Sean has written and drawn some comics himself, some underground style comic books, so they are adult content. I'll warn you about that up front. But I think if you were maybe to buy a few of Sean's books and tell him Duke sent you, that that'd help keep him in diapers and baby formula, or whatever it is that babies need. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'd call that a 4-5. We do want to, as I said, we list in the description anything that wouldn't be immediately evident in the scan of the book. So here is Conan number 5, and it does have, if I hold it this way, I think you might be able to see a little bit of a spine bend. Maybe try and figure out a way I can hold that so that you can see I think, yeah, with that light, you can see that shadow there. So, now the staples are attached. Where the hell did my pen go? There it is. My pen / pointer. We've got quite a, I won't say a ton, but we've got a fair number of stresses here along the cover, along the spine, I mean. A little blunting on the corners, a little blunting along the edge, a little blunting on that top corner here. But again, the biggest thing is that spine bend. We can see that we're kind of tanning here. We also do have a little, now can you see this? Where are we? Are we on camera? Right there. A little kind of an 1/8 of an inch hole in the spine, upper spine. And we've got a bit of a spine roll as well as a bend. You can see that the back cover started to roll back a little bit, exposing all of these pages in kind of a fan style. There is centerfolds all nice. These inside covers are less tan than the last one. I think this one, I think I'm going to go with a 5. That spine bend is pretty significant, but the edges are mostly nice and tight. And although we've got a little bit of a spine roll, there's not really a ton going on here. I mean, enough, but you know, without the bend, this might get a 5.5, possibly a 6 without, well, you know, without the chip here, it would get a 6. Without the bend, it would probably be a 5.5. But as it is, I think I'm going to go a 5. Don't think I need to go all the way down to a 4. Moving right along. Conan numero 6, still with Barry Smith. He was Barry Smith at this time. That's a pretty good bat there, Barry, by the way. Nice bat. And these bats ain't bad either. And this one's a redhead, so Anthony Perdue will like that. But isn't bad. A little bit of a spine bend up here at the top of this. I think you can see with a little bit of a roll there as well. You can see how it's starting to roll. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Barry was, and here's his actual signature, just Barry Smith. I don't know when or why he became Barry Windsor-Smith, but now this is unfortunate. We've got a little chip out right here. It's small, but we need to note it. Centerfold looks decent. Decent. A little bit of tanning, but not too bad. Looks like he's, the way this is drawn, it looks like he's wearing a bug helmet, or that those are eyes. It doesn't really, it's hard to tell that those are the horns kind of protruding forward. Just kind of a weird look. Wicked weird. Wicked weird there, Bubby. So I think I'm actually going to go to 5.5 on that one. Even though we've got this chip, that's really the only super significant thing other than the kind of bend roll. Maybe I think maybe I will go. Well, I don't know, because see, the spine is pretty nice. There's only really just this little ding here, and a little one there, just a trace of one here. Yeah, I think I'm still going to give that a 5.5. Now, you let me know in the comments below, you know, with the beginnings of this roll and that piece out, plus the tanning, do you think that needs to be less than a 5.5? Would you go 5? Would you go all the way down to 4.5? You let me know. You let me know in the comments below, and then I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. All right, here we are. This is Conan number 7. And this one's not bad either. Now we've got some stressing here, and a little bit here. A little bit of a bindery tear, but that's a manufacturing thing. That's not bad. A little blunting on this corner. Some blunting here and here where it was kind of probably pressed in with a thumb or finger while it was being read. Some light blunting there. Otherwise, overall, not bad. But I think I'm still going to go with 5-5. Now, this one's a little tough. Number 8. Although the white covers is not really as tanned as I might have expected based on the rest of this collection. But we do have some blunting here along the edge, right along there, and that corner. Again, we get a spine bend. So this collection, if you watch the last couple of grading videos, I think these books all came from the same collection. And it was a roller. Somebody who liked rolling back, folding back the pages as they read. Pretty sure that's how we ended up with these spine bends. We do have some tears here, a couple, 2 or 3. Not too bad, a little bit of wrinkling right here, but things are generally pretty good. Pretty good. Look at that inside cover, a little tanning at the top and bottom. Boom, 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 boom. Center staples look good. Boom. Whoops. Trying to stop on an interior page so you can get a little bit of a look here. A look-see. So a little bit of tanning. I think that's another one that even with a bend, I think I can still go with a 5-5. The rest of it looks pretty good, you know. And if you were to get this and put it in a hot press, you could probably turn that into a 6 or a 6-5. But here's the last Conan. We made pretty good time through these. And again, we've got a spine bend and with the starting of a roll now this time. This time we've got some roll to it as well. And you can see here that, you can see the fan that results. So this one will be a little bit harder to press because it's not just flattening it, but you got to get that cover to kind of come back this way. You don't want to just press it and just magnify that bend by sort of fixing this back page back where it is. You want to be careful if you put that in a press. Let's take a look inside. Covers are okay. Oops. Boom, boom. Staples are good. Nothing missing, no interior writing. This one, though, I'm going to call a 5 because we've got, again, the roll in addition to the bend. Oh, and I forgot to... All right, well, since we're making such good time and because you've been so kind and polite, let's add a few defenders into the grading. And we've got defenders number 1, numero uno. The defenders first appeared in Marvel Feature, first 2 issues, 3 issues, and then graduated right into their own title. This is a pretty nice looking book. Pretty nice. Well, I say that, but we've got a little chip missing from this bottom spine. And we've got some stressing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty heavy. Rest of that spine's not too bad. Some blunting up there. Some blunting on this corner. This edge is nice and straight, though. This edge is nice and straight. We've got some blunting on this corner. But the colors are nice. There's still some nice covered gloss there. Back looks okay. We can see a little bit of wrinkling along the spine. Just starting to discolor a little bit. A little more so in the inside covers, where that inside cover is in contact with the newsprint. It's kind of weird, but the inside cover with the slicker paper being in contact with the newsprint will brown up faster than the actual newsprint. It's wicked funny. Boom. Boom. Now we've got some little bindery tear holes here at the bottom of these pages, but we tend to look over those. Those are kind of part of the manufacturing process. Those staples look good. Oh, well, there you go. There's a submariner falling out of the sky. He's from the ocean, but he's falling out of the sky, right as coincidence would have it, right in front of the hull. Here's a little bit of what Defenders #1 looks like. Got all your characters there right in the first few pages. And, well, they're kind of betraying the Stan Lee rule. Stan Lee used to say that in a good comic book, boy, that looks pretty cool. That's nice. And I like the way that's laid out so that there's really no question that you read. I wish something was kind of pointing you this way, and maybe, I guess, Submariner's arm is. But sometimes when they get funky with these panels, it's hard for the novice, the uninitiated, and even sometimes the practiced person to know how to read them. You know, because it comes down, and then do you read this one? Or go up? But I think it's pretty clear that it, but again, I would have liked Subby's arm to maybe point a little more toward this panel, so you know you go bump, bottom, bump. And you look at that and you wouldn't realize it, but there are some people who just, they wouldn't know how to read that. They'd come down, they'd read across, and it's going like this, and it's all kind of pointing to here. They think they should read this one. They don't realize they need to read this one. Even though we do read left to right, top to bottom. But this is part of what kind of chased the casual reader away from comics starting in the late 60s, early 70s, when they got a little creative with the panel layouts, and that looks super cool, to you and me, the fanboys. But the regular normies tend to prefer this. It's easier to read. Anyway, I got totally distracted from the grading. But I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to call that, I'm stuck between a 6 and a 6.5. It's really hard to say. But I think I'm going up to a 6.5 on that. If it wasn't missing this little chunk down here, I might even consider a 7, I guess. Or if that corner wasn't quite as blunted, or if some of these stresses were a little less. But I'm going to go to a 6.5. Did I say 6.5? No, 6. So, well, yeah, I'm going to play it safe and go with a 6. I'm going to go with a 6. I could probably get away with a 6.5, but that's a book somebody's going to be maybe investing in, and so they're going to be picky. And I'll go a half grade down from where I think it should be, just because Usually it leaves my hands when I grade it. It goes to the person who lists it, then it goes to the shippers. Then you never know what the Postal Service is going to do. And a lot of times I will take off a half grade just to make sure that it's in the grade that I promised when it gets to where it's going. So that was 6. Where are we now? I've lost track. Defenders number 10. A little Hulk on Thor. That's kinky. Hawkeye was briefly a member. This one looks pretty good. You know, a little rough, right? Not even rough, but just a little kind of a defect there. Little tear there at that top staple. JR, that's John Romita, I guess. And here at this bottom staple, and here at the bottom. But otherwise, that spine looks pretty good. No real stressing. Cover looks okay. We got the top of the cover. A little bit of light blunting in here, but it looks good along the edge here. And I usually, just so you know, when I'm not on camera, I hold a book like this. I'll get my nose almost right on it. I'm kind of turning it all around, trying to get it so that you can see it a little better. But yeah, I think now we've got some more stressing back here. Oh, and look at that. That's unfortunate. And there were a lot of books in this particular collection had a circle up here for some reason. So I think this is going to end up being a I'm going to go to a 6. I would have gone to a 6.5, but with that heavy circle there, I think I'm going to give it a 6. And let us do one last one real quick. Really quick. Now this is unfortunate here. Somebody has, it looks like they took a marker to black out the price and then tried to put some white paint on top of it to try and hide it a little bit. It's a little bit of opaque there. That's going to hurt our price, our grade. We had a couple of micro tears right here at the top and a little chip there in that corner. We're blunted here on this edge. Again, that's kind of a thumb. And we've got some blunting here. Otherwise, though, it's in pretty nice shape. Really good cover gloss. We've got almost like new cover gloss. At least in the front. The back's a little rougher. And you can see those pages kind of folded in. I think you can see that right all in here where I'm pointing with my index finger. It's all kind of crushed and blunted in. Actually down here as well. But I think I'm going to go down to a 5 on that one, and that's largely because of this right here. If not for that, yeah, this would probably still be a 5.5 just because there's quite a bit of blunting here along this edge, which you can see here. That's all folded in. All along this edge, it's all kind of folded in. I hope you can see that. But I'm gonna do that. Do that as a 5. So that's it. That's all we're going to do this time out. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you had fun. I like doing it anyway. So till the next time, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.